I'm trading one ticker, one system, S&P 500 futures every single day for a full year. And today is day 57. I'm going to journal the process, improve my execution, learn lessons, and see how we can all grow together. So today I made about $27. Really chump change. Didn't make any real progress in the account. Had about 10 contracts traded today, with a bunch of those contracts selling at break even. One contract sold at a loss of $50. The other two made up for the gains here for $87. So I'll show you how that happened. So and then yesterday wasn't that much of a crazy day because we had such a gap up from Sunday when the tariff things got pushed back and the Earth Mineral deal got pushed back for a year. So today was actually a pretty good day for the signals. If you woke up at 5 a.m., you caught the signals. We had a bullish market structure flip, which means you want to buy the dip here. Once you saw that, or even buy the dip here, eventually ran up a lot. And then by market open, we had X3 sell signal, which kind of pushed us down to the MOB. Market structure is bullish, so we want to buy the dip, push back up. That worked out great. Eventually, we came back down again to push back, so back to a little bit lower. So I put a buy order at the MOB here. Unfortunately, got stopped out when we came down to this level, and then it kind of shook me a little bit because when we ran back up here, that MOB, which is our major yellow line, became a resistance, right? So now that that line became a resistance, I was like, oh man, I'm not sure. Like now we could kind of go down if we continue to use it as resistance. So when we tested over here again, I closed our position because I thought we were gonna do one of these where we might potentially go down more. Because we did have a bunch of X7 sell signal today as well, which means it detected some huge unloading, which is possible because it's already gapped up so much from Friday and Sunday. But unfortunately, we didn't go down any further. We continued to move back up. And then at this point, I was only holding one contract. So when we came back up here, I closed out my last contract and I just called it a day. I did try to buy the dip around this level or this level if we had pulled back to one of these moving averages, but we didn't. And we just kept moving. So I was like, so be it. We missed it. We missed it. Sometime it be like that. And that's how I ended up with only $28 today. But we did get a lot of buy signals here at 11:10. So over here, which indicate that we are seeing some dark pool buying there, which is why I was very confident at buying the MOB. And then at 12:30, we got another one over here, which pushed back up. So I was pretty confident about the buying there too. And market structure also continued to remain bullish there. So I was trying to buy the dip, but we just didn't dip enough for me to get that entry. And then 130, we did get a sell signal, but that one didn't work as well. It was just small sell, eventually grind up. But usually, when you get a sell signal on bullish market structure, you want to use the opportunity to buy the dip and not short. We did get a pretty crazy sell off at the end of the day, which I'm glad I missed because if I was in the market and I was still around my desk, I would have probably bought here, which would have ended up at a loss, considering that we did drop much further down here. I might have put an order here, but even then, at best, the market closed around 5. So I wouldn't have been able to exit with a good profit. I would have probably just been even like broke even or even lost a little bit there. So let's take a look at levels for tomorrow. These levels are Friday's levels or before Friday, so they definitely moved up a lot. So I think we're looking at 685 as a bullish level now. Uh, then we're gonna look at 6840 as the bearish level. So somewhere around here. So change these levels real quick. I'll show you guys why as well. So I think tomorrow, if we do get a pullback, I do expect volatility. I do expect some crazy shakes like that. If we get a pullback, I think that's a good buying area, unless there's more signs of recession or them talking about, oh, labor market is so weak and all that stuff. We'll probably bounce and continue to grind higher. There is a possibility for us to come back here as well. And I think if that happens, we could potentially hold. This is the high from the other day, right? If we lose that level, then we could start another decline. But I think if we were to decline this much, we really need some sort of a better catalyst. We would need like the president or somebody else to come out talking more shit and warning of dangers, or maybe talking about even government shutdown extending for another month, maybe. that could be a good possibility as well. So we'll see what happens. Good luck tomorrow, guys. FOMC is always interesting to trade. Sometimes it's also better not to trade it. So take care and have a great day.